party here, there's still time to grab an ice, cold, refreshing can of Coca-Cola.
Yes, people, welcome back. I think you can hear me. You can hear me. Yes, people, how we all doing? First things first, hope you're all good. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you're new. It's been a few days without City Extra content, hasn't it? You know what I mean? It's been I've missed it. I have missed the grind, but we're back at it now. It's a massive game tonight, like absolutely huge. Probably the biggest game this season so far. I keep saying that. Obviously Liverpool was massive, obviously Arsenal massive. Then because we dropped points at Arsenal, we can't really afford to be dropping any points from now to the end of the season. I've said previously, I think I said with Ollie, and I've said to a few people now, that I believe if City were to go on and win the league, we've got to win, is it 9 from 9 or whatever it is? I think we've got to win the rest of our games, basically. Big up to everyone in the chat. Yes, Rio, mate, with a 698, starting us off with a super chat. Yes, brother. He says, is Roy Keane stupid? Does he not know what the reason why we signed Haaland was because of his finishing ability, not for his dribbling or passing? That is very, very true. That's the issue that you've got, basically. People aren't going to respect it. When Haaland has a bad game, yeah, and he doesn't touch the ball a lot, people roast him. That's just the way that's the way it goes. We can't do nothing about it as fans. We know the quality of Erling Haaland. I think what Roy Keane said was absolutely ridiculous. And I do think that Haaland is getting better on the ball as well. We've seen him like kind of improve that side of his game, especially this season. What are 60 goals for a League 2 player? Exactly. Yes, Latabo, mate. 9, 27 points available. So there's still 27 points available, but we've got some difficult run-ins, especially us in Arsenal. But I appreciate you, Rio, with the super chat. But we'll get into the preview in just a second. Nikid Nacho has asked a question, which obviously people are asking, isn't it? Is Hugh actually gone, or was it an April Fool's? We probably timed it in the worst way, that it was on April Fool's. But yeah, Hugh left the channel, unfortunately. I did my best to convince him to stay. This isn't me and Hugh falling out. The guy's basically got a room in my house. But he wants to do his own things on his own channel and that, which is fair, you know what I mean? There's nothing I can do about that. I try my best, innit? I try my best. I can promise you now it's not what I wanted. But it is what it is. We can't just stop making content. We're going to look at it and then see. No, Kid Nacho. It's not. Yeah, bro, moving like LB. It's not exactly the same as the LB situation. But it's me and Hugh are still chilling. Me and Hugh still chill. Don't worry about it. And he said that he will come on the channel and stuff, and we'll still feature on streams together every so often. It's just we're not fooled. We saw the date. I promise you, Hugh left. I promise it's not like April Fool's in it. We won't do that to you. We won't do that to you. I just want to get it out of the way in it, like, because it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I want to move forward and start being more consistent. I think we owe you a bit more consistency. I think Ollie is going to step up a little bit more and do more now that Hugh's left. We're going to be more consistent because this season has been plagued with inconsistency. Best believe that after losing LB, I didn't want to lose another co-host. Best believe. I'm starting to think it's me. I must stink, mate. But yeah, so we're gonna start doing more on it. No, Jay, I've not spoken to him for a while, LB, and that, but he's doing bits, and fair to him. I'm glad that he's doing bits. You know what I mean? He's an incredible host. He's an incredible host, incredible presenter, and fair play to LB with everything he's doing. And I hope Hugh gets just as much success, because Hugh deserves it a lot as well. But anyway, moving forward, that's the way. That's the way that is. So we'll kind of just shelve that for a bit. I'm sure the watch along tonight we'll get a lot more questions like that, which I'm not looking forward to. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Don't worry about it. There's going to be a schedule out every week from now going forward with every stream that we're doing in that week as well. So you know when things are happening and you know when to tune in. So you know what production videos, like the football video that's anticipatedly awaited, whatever you say. So basically, you can see when we're releasing content at the start of the week to the end of the week. So that's the way we're going to move. Every day, every Monday, pretty much, we'll post that. Yes, you try, Andrew, mates. I'll be good. Sai MCFC joining City Extra. I mean, you can come on as a guest, but there's a spare seat. Big up to Sai, by the way. If people didn't see in the chat for the past couple of weeks, me and Sai have been having a back and forth about hot ones, and we ate some of the spiciest wings that are imaginable, and Sai ate them all. You had to eat 10 in 10 minutes. I ate 6, he ate 10, so he won in it. So big up to Sai, mate. Appreciate it. I hold the L. But let's skip all the rubbish and let's talk about Villa, man, because let me know in the chat right now your nerve levels, because I'm telling you now, I'm having a bad time with this one. Arsenal I was nervous for, but I could kind of ignore. But since Arsenal, I am peaking a lot of nerves in this. Lauren's a 4. You're at a 3, Johnny. How are you people so cool? Calma. Nervous, 8.5 Cal. Thank you, mate. That's Osmodius. Thank you, mate. That's where I am. Evan with the 7. Thank you, mate. You know what I mean? There you go, the Turbo. 8. Thank you, mate. Flyboy. Not thank you, mate. 0. That's not the way to go. 5, Mo. You're on there. Entwine wrote with 11. I'm with that. Villa can't defend. Don't worry, Pardy. SFC with the 9. I'm with all you 10s up there, bro. I'm with all of you lot. You the cool heads. I'm not in the calm head situation at the moment. Just because of Arsenal and our lack of creativity, really. And the final third of that Arsenal game really wasn't it for me. I'm hoping the players can step up, and I keep saying this. I keep saying the reactionary kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I want a reaction from the team, and for the team to step up now and go forward. And we've not really seen that yet, but I do think now. I know. Yes, Brownie, bro. I did see a message. Big up, mate. I know that Villa have got injuries. Watkins being out, massive. That is massive. That Watkins is out because instantly it stunk of him scoring, but I'm pretty nervous for it just because it's high stakes. It's high stakes. I got a question that we can all like debate as well. If City drop points in this game, is the league over? If we drop points in this game, is the league over? Is that how high stakes this game is? Because I believe we've got to win all 9 games. There is no margin for error anymore. We've done, we're done. Done, over, finito, league's over. I'm glad that you lot are agreeing with this, because Because I'm feeling that as well. This is how I am. This is my kind of mindset at the moment. Is we're running out of time to capitalise on Liverpool and Arsenal. We don't have Liverpool and Arsenal games now. We can't make up those points ourselves. We're reliant on Liverpool and Arsenal both to drop points. Arsenal, I definitely believe, will drop points because their running is very, very difficult. Their running is very difficult. Liverpool just seem to have this edge about them where they just keep ticking over. Even when you think they're going to drop points, they keep ticking over. And that's a sign of champions. That's not me conceding defeat to them. That is a sign of champions. But still, we do all have a few difficult games in there. Liverpool just have less than us. I believe it's done if we lose today. We can't drop points. We can't drop points. We've got to win and hope the other teams drop points. We've got to start to make ground on Liverpool. Now, I know that the league is very, very tight. It is very tight. And if you'd have asked me last season, do I back City with 3 points off the top or whatever we are to go and win a league with 9 games to go? Absolutely. Absolutely, if you told me that last season. Just at this moment in time, it's heavy, man. It's heavy because we're not playing the best of football at the moment. We're not playing the best we've ever seen us play. I seen Cal a second ago say, he said the season starts now, part 5. Exactly. I feel like second half of the season City, we've been waiting for it. We think it's there, and then we've got to go right. It starts now. Then we drop points again. It starts now. We drop points again. It just keeps going over and over. Sai with a 17. Yes, brother. Show them your t-shirt, bro. By the way, me and Sai, shout out Jack and Joe as well, because we've all become a group of brothers because of Bunny Jackson's that day. What a day, man. What a day. So shout out to Sai. Appreciate you coming over and that. The guys big in Copenhagen and helped massively sort out everything with the Copenhagen supporters group and obviously all the fans going over there. If people went over there for the away day, there's a good chance you probably would have seen this Donny getting about steaming. Show me t-shirt, bro, he says. I will have the t-shirt tonight for the watch along. So I don't have it right now, it's in the house. So for the watch on tonight, I'll make sure to get the t-shirt out. Yeah, so everything's going on. Obviously, we've got a few injuries. Andrew says smash the likes. Yeah, if you haven't already, do us a favour, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you are new. We've got a few injuries going on. Pep Guardiola has referenced this as well. Kyle Walker is looking like a doubt for the Real Madrid game, which I'm not looking forward to. So you've got that on the cards. John Stones is back in the matchday squad, which is good. Ake, I think, is still injured. Who else is there? Is that it? But it's good that Grealish is back. I'm glad that Grealish is back. I hope Grealish can step up. I hope Grealish can step up, and I think he's at times been something that we have been missing. Brownie says, I think Liverpool drop points against United and Everton. Yeah, that's a difficult one, that, because Liverpool just keep pulling it out of the bag. That's my only thing at the moment, is Liverpool keep ticking over. And, I mean, at some point it's got to stop, innit? Hopefully. Some point it's got to stop. City versus Arsenal Champions League final. That'd be mad. It can't be. It can't be, Darren. It can't be a City and Arsenal Champions League final. It can only be a City versus Arsenal's semi-final. Because we're on that side. So they play Bayern, we play Real Madrid, and the winner of those two games play against each other in the semis. Then they'll be against the other side, which will be like Barca or Dortmund or something like that. Carl's got a good question there as well. With would you start Rico, Lewis or John Stones tonight? And on that, we will go into a predicted 11. I do have the graphics on screen and that. We're back to using OBS. We've binned off StreamYard. We're back to using OBS, and hence why we had the Coca-Cola ad, which we ran before. If I can just go over to this... Oh, buzzing, I can actually use it. I thought I wouldn't be able to do this. Would you sell Núñez if his game time doesn't improve? There are a lot of rumours right now going about that some big players have got to leave, and City are in the market for some wingers. Do you know what I mean? There's talk of Leroy Sané again, which isn't great. Obviously, I like it. I like the idea of it, but it isn't great for the players that we've got. There's a heavy rumours of Jack Grealish leaving the club this year. Midfield-wise, obviously we're looking at Paqueta. I've seen today that apparently that City want... If Pep gets his way, I think this is Tom who said this. If Pep gets his way, he wants both Paqueta and a Bruno Guimaraes. I don't want... I can't see Grealish leaving. I really don't want him to leave. As people know, he's one of my favourite City players. I don't know, his work that he did last year in the treble run was good, man. Please shave your beard. I am actually getting a haircut at some point this week. A haircut and a beard cut. I'm going quite short on my beard. It's getting out of control. And then from that point onwards, I'll keep it growing and growing and growing and growing until it's like out here. What do you think of Vardiol's performance against Arsenal, said Torsif? I think, first to Vardiol, I think he was our best player on the pitch, potentially. From what I remember from the game, anyway, it wasn't obviously the best of games that we've ever seen, but I think Vardiol really stepped up for a lot of people. A lot of people watching that game, and there's so many people who've not rated Vardiol for a long time. And I get it, because his performances haven't always been so consistent. But one thing that I have to say is, he was good in that game. He was very good against Arsenal. His recovery pace was very much needed. He made some sick tackles. The guy looked good all round. Going forward, he looked... Funnily enough, he was our best centre-back. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Nick. Our best centre-back, but also looked like our best attacking threat going forward. So, it's wild, man. It's wild. So, Vardiol definitely... This is definitely his best game this season, Jibban, mate. And I do think he should be starting today. Again, I think he's got... It's good timing for him to come into form. Very good timing for him to start smashing it for us. Well, on this, obviously, we're talking about all the different players that could be playing in that and what could be going on. So we'll go into a starting 11. Now, I've not done this for a while, so let me just see if this works. If I press this button, oh, it worked. It wasn't as smooth as I thought it'd be, but it worked. Just let me know. Yeah, I think you can hear me. Oh no, the thing hasn't worked though. This thing hasn't worked here. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me just slide that thing over. This is the issue now with one of me. Warra on-screen editing. That's the best I can do for you, isn't it, for now? But that's going to be it. It was meant to work. It was meant to work a minute ago, and it didn't work. So this is... I'm gonna basically revamp all the streams so they all look different as well going forward. Very professional. Yes, Jay Johnson, mate. Work stats, I missed the game, but I'll keep the score. Come on, say yes, Jay, mate. Honestly, that's better. Much better. Yeah, man. Jack says, dangerous game. Fact. We need to win. This is the be-all and end-all moment for us. It's the be-all and end-all at the moment. Alvarez says, Osman, well, we'll go for a starting lineup now. So, obviously, we know the current situation with Stefan Ortega. So, we know that he is currently going to be in net. Ortega. This will be much better next week. So, Ortega in net. Decent. We're starting Scott Carson. Unfortunately not. Bailey always plays quality against us. Leon Bailey's a good player. If Langdon Sweet was here, he would genuinely be buzzing about this. So, I've gone with the 4-3-3. We all know it's never a 4-3-3. It's more Rico Lewis in the midfield. If he inverts. So, we have no Kyle Walker. So I guess, chat, obviously you can all get involved in this as well. No Kyle Walker, which means that Rico Lewis will be playing, I'd assume. John Stones is back in the squad. However, that I don't think that Pep is going to throw John Stones in there straight away. I think we've had an issue this season with bringing players back too soon. And I don't want John Stones to be one of those players, especially with Real Madrid next week. especially Real Madrid next week. So we need these players back. Yeah, Lauren, too risky for Stones. Nick says don't risk Stones. I completely agree. Cal there as well. And then I'd start Rico and not risk Stones. I completely agree. So backline then, I think for me, I think it just picks itself. I think you got to go with Ruben Diaz. You've got to go with the Kanji, which again, the Kanji's. I've got no issue with Kanji starting either. I like Kanji in this City side. He's an absolute bargain. I know sometimes he does have a mistake in him, but I do think he's good, man. I do think he's good. Bearded Monster Stones for the last 10 when it's won. That's a good shout. When. I love the when, not if. When. When it's won. Like the issue, the confidence, mate. Manifest the win, innit? And then right back, obviously, we know will be Vardiol, which I think... Has anyone got any concerns with this back four? I don't think there's a single issue with this back four at all. I think this is our best back four that we've got at this moment in time. If John Stones was fully fit, I'd definitely be playing John Stones in there. But I think that's the best way we're going to go do it. Fede says let Vardiol cook, yeah. I've heard rumours about João Cancelo going to Saudi. Yeah, Cancelo ain't coming back. I've seen rumours about the potential of him coming back. Cancelo ain't coming back. After what he did to Pep, it'd be wild. It'd be a wild U-turn. And then if you see his comments recently as well, where he basically said that none of it was true and everything. My issue with Cancelo is he would have been perfect. And I'm telling you right now, Cancelo would have played more game time than he ever did at Manchester City this season, because this system that we play is absolutely unreal and suits him to a T. It suits him to a T. But it's not it. The guy couldn't handle being second choice. Arsenal's supposed to be a dangerous game. That's true. But we also should have. I think that City also should have played a lot better in that game. Ake's better. Ake's very good in that left back role. I think he might have played right back quite a bit. But there's absolutely no chance that João Cancelo makes it back into City side. I have no. There is no hope. There's no hope for that to happen. He's burnt his bridges exactly, Bearded Monster. MP says Villa have no Watkins, McGinn, Mings, Kamara, and a few others. No excuse to not win tonight. I think McGinn not being there is massive, given his work rate. I really like John McGinn. Genuinely, I think he's a top player. I think he's a top player, John McGinn. I think he's at his level. Don't think he needs like a step up to, like, do you know what I mean, another team. I think he's at his level, but that doesn't mean he's not a good player. I think he's a very good player. So for him being out is good for us. Obviously, Watkins being out, again, very good for us. Tyrone Mings can shake it up at the back a bit for them. And Kamara as well. I think he's meant to be quite good at him. Yeah, McGinn's been class for them most season. He's a good player, man. If there was ever a Scottish Bernardo. Yeah, if there was ever a Scottish Bernardo. There you go. That's funny. Alvarez would have made the difference against Arsenal. I think a lot of people were calling for Alvarez to come on sooner. A lot of people were saying that Haaland should have been taken off. Yes, Claire. Who's going to game today? You going to game today, Claire? Where you sit? Where you sitting? You reckon Kovacic wins it for us today? Well, on that then, midfield-wise, we know that we only have one centre defensive midfielder, and I think we've got to play him, given our current scenario. Had the league been a bit more favourable, you could look ahead to Real Madrid next week, but we know what Pep's like. It's one game at a time. One game at a time. We can't be messing about. So you got Rodri, centre defensive mid. I think you'll then have Kovacic just because of the control of the game. I think you need a Kovacic in there, man. Don't challenge me, bro. Yes, it's sad. Oh, yeah, Lazuli, mate. The 3-1 City on Sunday. He went in the bin, bro. He went firmly in the bin, didn't it? Firmly in the bin. So I think Kovacic plays. I think Rodri plays, Kovacic plays. Now, here's the question. Nah, not Kovacic, says Nick. Do you not think so? I think Kovacic plays, man. I think he's been playing well. Nunes. Ah, man. It's difficult. It's difficult. Obviously, we'll put it to the chat and that. Look, here's the good question then for you. Are you going to start Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield? I love Kevin De Bruyne to bits, but I will not shy away from the fact that he's been poo. He has been poo recently. Some of the passes are dead, man. He looks like he's not in the game. Guy looks washed, but we know he's not. And he can always bring that sign of something. He can always bring something to the game. I just think... Yeah, faded. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You've got to start him. You've got to start him. Why do we have such an obsession with control now, B? It's because the games where we've not had control... Because we've not had... Sorry, I just seen Andrew's message. We've not had control have been like the Chelsea game, things like that, where it's been a bit hectic. See, I think Kev should start. I think he needs to start. I think he needs to start. Ow. Yeah, it needs to start, man. Needs to. Oh, yes, Ollie, bro. Yeah, my phone's on Do Not Disturb, bro, innit? I've kind of, after the Hugh thing, I Do Not Disturb myself, innit? And just been playing sailing and just getting stuff sorted today. Who would start Kovacic on Nunes? That is a good question. Like I say, I'm going with the Kev scenario first. I think Kev defo has to start. Personally, look at the magnitude of this football match. The magnitude of this football match is massive. It is massive. We need to win this game. We need to win every game going forward. It has to be. It has to be. Ronald. Yeah, Akanji right back. It can switch, man. I'm just going with the standard back four that we did. Plus, I think Vardy has good recovery pace, but Akanji's probably one of our fastest centre backs. Yeah, but this is what I think KDB has to start. I think Nunes would be good though. KDB and Nunes. I don't want to see Foden on the wing. I mean, this won't be the formation. I think a shoe-in instantly for me. Yes, Bud guy, mate. You can see us having a meltdown. I think a shoe-in for me is Jack Grealish on the left. Does anyone have any issues with Jack Grealish on the left-hand side? Because I personally don't. I think he's got to start. Bro didn't even... I don't want to see Foden on the wing, yeah. Not leaving Haaland so isolated. Playing Alvarez equals not yet. Because obviously Alvarez can play up a little bit forward. Ollie, I cannot wait for... Sai, mate. Did you see that message, yeah? Next time, Ollie's got to do it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I think you could see Kovacic in this bit. Not Kovacic, I think you could see Alvarez in there. Right. I think Haaland starts because guy's a monster. Haaland will start. We need to score goals. He's our goal scorer, even though he's not like having the best of time right now. It's crazy to say that he's not having the best of time, but he's still one of the top goal scorers. On the right-hand side, which hopefully isn't actually on the right-hand side, hopefully it is a bit more, fluctuated. I think because, if I'm being honest, I think Rico Lewis pushes forward, like into that midfield. I think it will change up. So... This formation, this team right now, Torsif, mate, I'll have a look, bro. I'll have a look and try and speak to him in it. And yeah, we can see what we can make work. Yeah, I did start to cry, Si. I was crying at Hot Ones as well. Bernardo Silva. Right, so Kovacic here. Would you swap Kovacic? Ollie, mate, that is not fair. That is not fair. Kovacic in this position, or Nunes, Alvarez, Bernardo. Do you know what I mean? Nunes, Alvarez, Bernardo, or Kovacic. That's the options for this position. This one is up for grabs. This one is currently up for grabs. You know what? I think we need to poll it. I think we're going to have to poll it. I think it's got to be done. I think it's got to be done. I think it's got to be polled. You forgot about JG10. Now, JG10 on the wing, innit? Yeah, JG10 on the wing. Claire, I'm not going to the game. I'm not going to the game, Claire, but there'll be people in the chat who they want to come say hi. Also, I seen Andrew W before. Where is he? I can't find his message. But he did say he's offering out pies. He's offering out Balti pies for anyone who wants a Balti pie at the match today. So, Graham Pollitt. Right, start a poll. There's already a poll. Right, hang on, give me a sec. Because this one is the one where this one is the one. I'll redeem us site. Ollie, this guy at 10 wings in 7 minutes. The guy's a freak. Right, LCM position. Right, you ready? You got Cover, Nunes, Bernardo. 3 Balti pies. There we go. Andrew's offering. Andrew, tell people where they can get these 3 Balti pies. Kovacic, Nunes, Bernardo, or Alvarez. Right, chat. You've got a. I'll give you a couple of minutes. I'll have a sip of my coffee, and you can vote. You can vote, because this is the big one, man. This is the big one. This is like the only position that's really... I think the rest of the team, I'm pretty set with. This is the one. Yeah, Faded, that's my kind of thoughts. I'd love to see Nunes, but it feels risky. I feel like it's not Nunes' fault. I feel like he should have been giving more game time this year, but he's just not had it. Ali. Is that the girl... The girl City fan, I can't remember her name, innit? If that's the one you're on about, I've seen the drama. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Do you think Liverpool or Arsenal drop points, Shaban? Well, we have to hope that they do. So yeah, mate, I do think they do. I think Arsenal definitely. I think Arsenal definitely drop points from now to the end of the season. Liverpool, I'm hoping they drop points. Yeah, I've seen it, mate. It's kicking off, innit? It's kicking off. Bearded Monster, Ollie's still holding hands with Sai, unfortunately. Lazuli says, Bernardo's the best player, but tough to fit everyone in, and Spider-Man needs more to play for some early goals. This is a close one, man. Osmodi says, game's too important. You got to trust the guys who've done it before. KDB and Bernardo have got to play. I think, oh man, it's so difficult, this one, because you can make a case for all these players. Kovacic brings more control because and can help out Rodri a lot more than the others can, basically with a bit more defensively. However, going forward isn't the best. Bernardo Silva, his energy in the midfield is unmatched. Guy usually runs more than anyone on the pitch, who can do bits. We've seen him score important goals. We've seen him score a worldie against Villa, actually. So we know that Bernardo Silva and how important he is to this City side. So he can be in there, and he's done it before, as said. Alvarez pushing up a little bit forward in that midfield can help out Erling Haaland, basically become a second striker. And then, yeah, but Nunes is probably the only one at the moment where I'd love to see Nunes get in the side. I'd love it if Nunes could get in there, but it's just not happened for him yet this season, so I don't see it. Why now? Why would Pep suddenly just go, you know what, actually, I'm going to trust Nunes this week. Here you go. I mean, it's a sink or swim, and it'd be good to... but yeah, Alan, it's a risk. And that's everyone's real... That's the real thing about Nunes right now. It's risky to have Nunes in there. Claire's Hugh going. You'll have to message him on Instagram. On Instagram, Hugh Marie 1894, or Twitter, I think it's the exact same. If you message him on one of them, you'll find out if he's going. I can't remember. I've not spoken to him today. Haaland needs to be on the bench, Joel. I think it's too heavy to bench Haaland, though. What you got to realise, this is must win. This is must win. So, yeah, Noah J, I'm leaning towards Bernardo Silva. Yeah? I'm looking at the poll now. So Nunes and Alvarez are basically out of this from this left centre mid position. There's 76 votes, and you've got 34% of people saying Kovacic, and 35 now, 31% of people saying Bernardo. I mean, I'm leaving this position down to you, chat. You've got to decide this. You've got to decide this. Yeah, that is dedication. That is dedication. Finn, yeah, Hughes left, mate. Hughes left. Yeah, I tried to convince him to stay. I mean, I did my best to convince him to stay. Obviously, me and Hugh are boys. We're still boys. But he has left. I know I'll get a lot of these questions over the next couple of weeks. So, but yeah, that's the situation. Kevin must come on as a sub. Kevin De Bruyne has been very poor the past few weeks, but I just don't think it's going to be very good. Noah J, are you solo now? No. There's still Ollie. Ollie's still here, but he's currently in Scotland. So tonight for the watch along for solo. But yeah. Yeah, Brett, mate. Ollie's a solid addition. He's a solid addition. He's a sick guy. If you've not seen him, by the way, he's on the overlap. He does well on the overlap as well. Especially the second episode's good, man. Second episode's good. I just need to stop ghosting him, don't I? But it's not just him, it's everyone. My phone is on pure do not disturb mode. I'll take it off right now for you, brother. Right now. Oh, yeah. When you take your phone off do not disturb, it says what you missed. Missed call from Oliver Lowe. What you missed. Nunes played well against Villa at Wolves last season. Yeah, I just don't... This City side, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Right, I'm calling it then. Chat, you've had 5 minutes in the poll. And you've gone... You've gone with Kovacic, mates. You've gone with Kovacic. That's the results of the poll. And Kovacic is your winner. Disgrace. Disgrace. You can all blame yourselves. I personally was I was convinced by Bernardo Silva. I'm not going to lie. Why have we done that then? I was convinced by Bernardo Silva or Alvarez. It was a toss-up between them two for me. Kovacic, honestly, was the last on the list after what you guys are saying. But I just think he's... Yeah, well, you've all voted. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But this is... This? Is it that way? Yeah, this is the predicted lineup. The joint predicted lineup between us and you lot. I think we all kind of agreed with most of it. Kovacic being the position that a lot of people didn't agree with, but then you also all picked him as well. So, you know what I mean? You all got me confused. You got me confused. This whole thing's a scam. Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. So yeah, that's basically the predicted 11. WRL in the chat. I'm kind of going the W. I still think it's a very good team. I still think it's a very good team. I think that team still wins. I still think that team wins. But yeah, that's the rigged voting system, mate. like Kovac has got bare fanboys just going in. Why did we let Gundogan go? Gundogan leaving was, and I've said this multiple times this year, is one of the biggest mistakes that this club's made in a while. Letting Gundogan leave. We should have given the contract. I can kind of understand where they're coming from. Gundogan's getting older, but how important he was, that's it. Yes, MJG. George, I mean, you can call me George. Maybe you need to change your deodorant. I don't have to shave his LB left now, Hugh, multiple times. I know, I said this before, bro. I must stink. I mean, I must smell that bad that it travels all the way to Ireland and Hugh had to leave. He was like, brother, I can't even do streams with this Donny. Yeah, fact MJG, mate. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, some bad luck this season, I'm telling you. Crazy. But Palmer was probably Palmer is a mistake to let leave. But the thing is, with Palmer at the time, it was all we got good money for him at the time, and he wanted to leave. They offered him more game time. It was kind of like everyone was happy until now when you look at it and go, yep, shouldn't have let him go because Palmer is very, very good. Palmer is very good. If we'd have just offered him that right wing spot, man, if we'd have given that right wing spot to cook on, but I think he would have done bits. I think he would have done bits. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's the thing, Asgar. Palmer was meant to be the Riyadh replacement. That's the way that it was meant to go. This is why it confused me why we let him go, because he's the talent that we had. Mahrez leaves, Palmer in, because Palmer is the natural Mahrez replacement. But then to go, oh yeah, Mahrez leaves and Palmer leaves, you then don't have your Riyad Mahrez. I mean, you don't have your version of Riyad Mahrez anymore. So it's unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate. But at the end of the day, he wanted to go, and that's it. Nothing we can do. Pen merchant. Yeah. We did get Doku in. Obviously, a different style of player to what Cole Palmer is. But we did get Doku in. I do believe Doku will come good. I know he's getting cooked quite a lot recently, but I think you gotta give a bit of time to Doku, man. I think just give him a season or two. I think he'll be in. He'll be in. Could it be the difference in games like Arsenal? Yeah, and that's the thing. You have these difference makers. Like Foden has been a difference maker for us. I think if Palmer had the game time that has been given to players like Phil Foden, I do think he would have been a mainstay in this side. But it's just not it. It's just not to be. And there's no point dwelling on this. Yes, mate. Big up, lads. Get to light before I get back to work. Big up, brother. Big up, mate. The Frimpong rumour solid. I mean, I know that we were after Yankuto. Frimpong, I'd love it if we got Frimpong. The guy's a monster. Guy's a monster. Not sure about his defensive abilities, but he's very good going forward. But like I said before, Cancelo, even with his defensive frailties, I think he'd have suited this City side anyway. But yeah, that's we've been through the predicted 11 and that. Big up to everyone in the chat already. I just want to quickly have a look at Aston Villa's injuries before tonight, just to see where we're at, and we'll all get a score prediction. And yes, Mark, mate, you ready to give it some welly tonight, mates? Right, so Villa's injury list is currently Kamara's out, Buendia is out, Tyrone Mings is out, Matty Cash out, Jacob Ramsey out, John McGinn out, Ollie Watkins out. Did I say Tyrone Mings? Yeah, I did say Tyrone Mings. So, a lot of injuries there for Villa. But Villa are a very good side. Can I apply for the Open Say Extra Spot? We'll start accepting send us a video of you celebrating a goal, and maybe the whole team is out. We're in with the chance. Put it this way, even with what I was going to say then, even with Villa with a fully fit side, I still back us to win. I still back this team to win. It's just going to be difficult, and we've got to be playing at our best. You can't guarantee the win, but I think with Villa getting these injuries, I think it helps us out massively. Now, still not a guaranteed win. Still got to go out there. Still got to put in a performance. This is the biggest game of the season. This is where the title is on the balance right now. We cannot drop any more points. We have to win this game tonight. We need 3 points. Falling below par is not acceptable anymore. We have to be on it. We've got to be on it every single game going forward. And that includes Champions League games. It's a very difficult period for City right now. We've got 9 games left, and we have to win all them 9 games for us to win this Premier League title, in my opinion. I don't see us dropping points and still being able to win this league, just because I think the gap then increases too much in the others. It's about time that we started capitalising and on others' mistakes. But we first need them to make mistakes. And we've got some difficult games coming up, man. This being one of them. This is the immediate. We can't look any further than what's in front of us, because by tonight we could be sat here going, well, that's probably out the bin. Let's focus on Champions League. Now, we won't do that. Until it's mathematically impossible, we won't do that. But I just think tonight we need to win. Roberto, yeah, you could be a passion merchant on occasion. Yes, brother. I'm all about passion merchants, mate. All about passion merchants. But yeah, so last thing, score prediction. Get a score prediction in the chat. While you do that, I'm going to have a look at what the Premier League fixtures are today. what everyone's playing Premier League fixtures, because obviously people played yesterday as well. 3-1. Northern says defeat. You think we're going to lose? Kojic says 2-0. Jaban says 3-1. Torsi 3-1. Brett 3-1. Nataltaze 3-1. Noah J 3-1. What is it with 3-1s in this football club? Do you know what I mean? Have we run out of ideas? Can we not get a bit more creative with our scorelines? It's always 3-1. Osmodius 3-1 always. 3-1 win. Always 3-1. 10-0 says Torsi. A very nervy 2-1. I like that. I don't like it. That's the wrong way to put that. I can see that. A nervy 2-1. I can see that. The pressure of it. Cody says 2-0. I can see a 2-0. I can see a 2-0. 2-1 Villa Nick, it says Bob. Nah, Lauren says 2-1. 5-1 says Perry. Side with a 2-0. No way we'll lose yet. It is still Fortress. Worst case scenario is a draw. League is done if we don't win. Exactly. That's the issue. A draw is not good enough. A draw is not good enough in this game. Yes, Lazuli. Fact. 3-1 is a curse, man. 3-1 is a curse. Alan says 3-0 to the boys in blue, and I back that. That's good. Jiban 0-0. Not good enough. Not you, but that scoreline is not good enough for us. Arsenal, by the way, today. Obviously, these are kind of the fixtures that I'm focusing on now. Arsenal are playing Luton. Did I get it right? Arsenal at home to Luton today. They kick off at 7:30. We kick off at 8:15 today, so we'll be live at 7:15. Liverpool play Sheffield United tomorrow. So please, Sheffield, please. You say you lose 2-1 today, bug guy. That's not good. If we lose 2-1, bro, genuinely, I think that's it. I think that's it for us. Then that's title race over. No way Erling isn't scoring tonight. Low block 1-0 City, says MJG winning the clean. Yeah, Arjan, mate. Pep is pissed. If you've not seen his press conference, the full embargoed section and the morning section is available on our channel. You can watch that, and it's a spicy one this time round. Pep is fuming, mate. Pep is not happy. You can tell Pep's on smoke. Pep's in that end of season Pep mode where he don't take no shit. Don't take no shit. Guy was calling out Roy Keane in that. Don't take no shit, this Pep, which is good. Yes, bro, we gotta take innit. Someone's got to take points on Liverpool for us to win this title race, so that's it. Yeah, Brett, that is an issue with the goal difference. The goal difference. I'm retiring from watching football if we lose. We need some anger, yeah, fact. Yeah, we don't have end of season Gundo. I miss him so much. But this is the situation that the team's in. We can't win any more. We can't drop any more points. Can't be dropping any more points. The players need to know that. The manager knows that. We need to be going into these games with that mentality. A draw isn't good enough. We cannot drop any more points. We need to be winning these games. Our performance levels need to step up. The second half of the season City needs to be now. It needs to be now. We need to be getting into our peak of this season. We need to be getting to the best form that we've seen this football club play in this title race. We need to be at our best for the next however month or so, however long's left of the Premier League. So exactly, Matthew French. 9 finals we're in. 9 finals. And just throw in the sprinkle of the fact that we could be playing Real Madrid and Bayern Munich or Arsenal and whoever. There's all that in there as well. But yeah, there's no room for complacency anymore. This is it. No room for complacency. Got to be doing bits. Ain't no room for subpar performances. Nothing below the best. Nothing below the best. That's what I want from the City side going forward. But we never know. But we will find out tonight. We are going live again at 7:15. We'll be live straight away with some team news. Obviously, we'll go for the team lineups and that. We're going to start getting a bit more structure to the watch-alongs and stuff. Maybe get like different sections and different segments in there. Freddie Cam potentially is probably needed nowadays. But yeah, the watch-along is starting at 7:15 tonight. Big up to everyone who's been in this preview. You'll have to let me know if people prefer previews on the day of the game, when it's a late kickoff, or the day before. I like when it's a late kickoff like today. I think it's good to get like this little pre-match talk in there. But I've certainly not settled my nerves, but I have made myself more confident by chatting with you lot. Chatting with you lot has made me more confident about this game. I'm still nervous though. My nerves are like a 10 out of 10, genuinely. But I back this team. We can do it. We can do it. Big up, everyone. I appreciate you all. As always, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are on the way to 100k. We'll have a schedule out in the next hour with all the shows that you'll see from City Extra this week. And yeah, join us for the watch along later on. Big one. Absolutely big one. And we'll see you in a bit.